Good morning from Fast Company. Here's our daily look into what's driving today's creative business leaders. As we head into 2025, we will see more companies reevaluate their diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. Boeing Co., Ford Motor, Harley-Davidson, Lowe's, Koss, Walmart, and more have shared that they are eliminating or pivoting their DEI efforts. Trump's promise to crack down on DEI initiatives as he enters his second term is also creating a culture of fear, especially for those companies who are also government contractors. There will be more companies canceling their DEI efforts in the months to come, and others who choose to rebrand or rename the work. Some companies will rebrand DEI work to be centered around belonging and culture, while some leaders may feel uneasy about continuing to use the words diversity, equity, and inclusion. Belonging can spark more feelings of comfort. When we feel like we belong in our workplaces, we are happier and more engaged. We feel like we are accepted by our colleagues and our leaders. We are more likely to be productive on our teams and positively contribute to our workplace culture. As companies pivot to belonging and culture roles, these teams may be positioned as part of the human resources team or communications team. Belonging and culture roles may also look after onboarding experience for new hires, ensuring they are welcome to the company on day one and continue to get acclimated to the company 60 days in. These roles may also now be in charge of employee engagement, including implementing an annual employee survey, leading events, and overseeing internal communications. They may oversee and partner with employee resource groups if they still are being nurtured in the organization. Unfortunately, we may see the burden be placed back on employee resource groups to help build workplaces where all employees thrive. ERGs may once again become the default, go-to DEI strategy. While some companies were once paying leaders of these groups for their time and commitment, with DEI efforts being slashed or canceled, those budgets may also be gone. Some leaders may no longer be paid for this work, and in many companies, ERG leaders were never being paid in the first place. When it comes to employee engagement and programming, many ERGs will continue to self-mobilize and host programming. Heritage months like Black History Month, Women's History Month, and June Pride Month may be the only time in the year that companies shine a spotlight on these communities. With budgets gone in some companies, ERG leaders may have to lobby or partner with key executives to find the funding. In some cases, companies will rebrand employee resource groups to be business resource groups. BRGs, similar to ERGs, will be leading programming and also have a goal that ties back to a key company objective. For example, the Women's Employee Resource Group may be asked to help with a product that is being launched, targeted specifically to women. Regardless of how they evolve, these groups will continue to be an important way for employees to connect and find community in the workplace. While some companies will cancel their commitment and eliminate chief diversity officer roles and DEI teams in 2025, others will say they are integrating DEI across the business. Yet they will provide no explanation, no details, and no metrics of how the company actually plans to do this. Will recruiters still partner with hiring managers on targeting diverse slates and creating fair and equitable interviewing processes? Will supply chain leaders still lead a supplier diversity program and partner with small business owners? Will marketers still be focused on how their products and services are filling the needs of different communities? Will leaders still be focused on the barriers women face when it comes to advancing into leadership roles in the workplace? Who will be accountable to ensure all this and more continues to happen? Integrating DEI across the business is the ultimate goal. However, the majority of companies are unprepared to do this without the support of a DEI team. Integrating DEI across the business may become another red flag and catchphrase to signal that companies aren't interested in continuing their DEI efforts, but are just too scared to say it out loud. That's all today from Fast Company. Talk to you tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.